Yikes. Whoa. Oh my gosh.
These are the ones that get me, the ones that you drop off all of a sudden. You don't know what's on the other side of that little hill.
Whoa. So I've been here in St. George for about, I don't know, a week, well, almost 2 weeks now. And right after I got here from having been in Mesquite, I ended up traipsing off into the hinterlands of Nevada with a friend of mine who knows this area really well. And we ended up finding this really cool area outside of Mesquite. So this video is just gonna be me showing you some really cool things about this area, both close to St. George and pretty far away. The American Southwest is an amazing area. So we went down to Mesquite and did some exploring down around that area. And basically, if you look on the map, there's nothing interesting in this part of the map that we went to, but when we got there, it was really cool. Rock formations, countryside in the desert, just the geology there was really spectacular. More people camping out over there. Oh, look at those people camping. Wow, they've got an awesome spot there. And to me, the most incredible thing is that we stumbled into some ancient petroglyphs. We were just driving by, and I see this huge rock formation, and it just screams out at me as like a perfect rock formation for petroglyphs to be put on there. It just had telltale signs of the kind of rocks you would expect petroglyphs to be on. And it turns out there was, literally like 2 seconds after I said that to him, we stop and we look up and there are petroglyphs. It was amazing. And this is perfect rock for petroglyphs. Like,
I don't think there are any.
I'm not saying there are, I'm just saying this is the kind of perfect rock where they would.
You're right, but I don't
Where they would.
think their spot has any. There's some.
Oh, there are some right there. Let's stop for a second. See? I knew it. So we're just out here driving through this old riverbed, and I'm looking at this outcropping, and I'm like, these are perfect rocks where you would find petroglyphs. And I literally am just saying that, and we look up and there are petroglyphs. So yeah, I'm standing in the alcove, it's not as windy. We were just wondering what the hell were they standing on to have put those up there. But you can clearly see, and then as we pan around, there are more up at the top, and some of those are the stick figures. Those stickman figures, as they're called, are found all over the world. Wow, those are so cool. Yeah, I don't know why, I'm just fascinated by these petroglyphs. Some right there. As we come up, look at those. Amazing. So the black is where they're perfect to be carved into. So this all this formation is part of the same formation that makes up Valley of Fire, but we're technically on BLM land now because we're still just a ways from it, but it's still impressive. Check out these natural formations, the little arches right there. You can see them kind of forming in the rock, and some of them have kind of now gone all the way through. They call those windows, I guess, as opposed to arches if they're below a certain size. So we've just pulled off to another area. Look how gorgeous this is. So people know about these places, but it's arduous to get out here. Oh my gosh. Yikes. Oh shit. Whoa. Oh my gosh.
These are the ones that get me, the ones that you drop off all of a sudden. You don't know what's on the other side of that little hill.
Whoa. Yeah, this is fascinating. So why is it called Little Finland?
Because of all the fins, the sandstone fins that are up there.
Oh, got it.
All those protrusions coming out of the wall are called fins.
Fins, got it. Okay. It's pretty. They're just, it's like a little oasis out here. I guess that's what it is. All those shale-like formations, fins as they call them, is why this area is called Little Finland. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. And all the natural salt deposits. You get the impression that you're in this great big valley like the Grand Canyon, but it's actually really pretty small. But the coloration is so interesting. The purples, the whites, the light blues, and the greens, and the oranges. Such interesting coloration. And then mixed with all of these decomposing shale types of rocks. Look at those blocks up there, how they're coming off in those block types of forms. So I am out way in the middle of nowhere with a friend. He said, you got to come out here and explore this. This is really cool. So I decided to come out for the day. And we have been on quite an arduous trek. We're just in the middle of Nevada. We're actually not too far from Valley of Fire State Park and the Lake Mead National Recreation Area, but we're technically on BLM land. I could probably camp right here. There's no way I would bring my RV out here, but we are just going for a quick little hike out into this area. Wow, this is very cool. I'm having to watch my footing really carefully. This is not like a proper path. So I'm just going to walk up here, take a look at this a little bit further. Very few people have been up here. Look at this. Crazy. See these as they're slowly eroding away. It's just sandstone, and so it sort of erodes. You can see how the erosion has just worn away. Wow, that is so cool. Look at the erosion patterns in this rock. That is super interesting. Wow. Yeah, look at, so they weather one way on one side, and they form this more intricate pattern on the other side. So this was probably an arch at some point that is fully worn away. You can kind of see how that probably crossed at some point. Yeah, it looks like there's more interesting stuff up ahead, but with...
Man, you can literally spend hours out here.
Yeah, but with the rain...
No, not with the rain.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He and I also went up, and there's a petroglyph site really not too far from here, near Ivans, which is a neighboring town. And we just went, climbed all over the rocks, and there are petroglyphs, amazing petroglyphs all over the rocks. Look at this dramatic landscape. We're heading up to go look at some petroglyphs. This is just outside of St. George. It's so interesting with the leaves being so green.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people visiting. So we're just outside of, this is Ivans and Santa Clara, which are sort of very wealthy neighborhoods just outside of St. George. In fact, if you happen to be watching the news right now and you're following along at all, there was a really famous child abuse case that just happened over the past 6 months. Ruby Franke and Jody Hildebrandt, if you happen to follow that at all, that happened right over here. It was just basically right over in that far neighborhood. So that's where we're headed. Right there, where that person is walking up there, that's where the petroglyphs start. This is my friend's dog. His name is Lotto. So it's all along this rock base where the petroglyphs are. Here's a sign even, etched in stone. The images pecked into stone that you see here are called petroglyphs. They were made by Native Americans thousands of years ago. They used stone tools to create the designs, remove the dark, manganese-rich surface coating called desert varnish to expose the lighter rock. Many were created by the ancestral Puebloan farmers who lived in permanent settlements here about 1,000 years ago. And what's unique about these is that some of them are actually carved on the stone that you walk on, and you have to look for them. I can see some. You can see some right there in the glare. So you have to look down. This is a bit unusual sight in that regard. Right there, and then look at those. Isn't that cool? I'm just fascinated by rock art. And then we come up and look at these here. Right here, you see the handprints. And then right here, see the squiggly lines? The squiggly lines are found all over. They're like the stickman figures. They're very common features. And look right down there, some really big ones. That is so cool. So impressive. they're more visible at some angles because of the glare. Yeah. We're all carved on the rock there. Oh, I see. Uh-huh. Yeah, look at those. Oh yeah, look at that. Right there on that big rock face. And then all along the top of that rock face. And then right there, there's some more. I don't need that kid. This is kind of treacherous to get down into. Okay. There they are, right there. Look at that. It's just a gorgeous area down here, and so I just kind of want to give you a sense for what this American Southwest area is like. So anyway, thanks for watching.